Okay, I've just had to switch computers because the playback wasn't working very well on the one I was using. You may notice a few differences, but hopefully not. So, I've got a recording. When you play that back, after you record it, it should just... Okay, you can hear my voice now, and you can see it's coming through quite loud, and it's coming up with the wavelengths, and it's coming up here, so I'll stop that now and we'll hear what it sounds like. Alright, so that's what it sounds like. It may sound a bit bitey or crisp on this recording, but it did sound good live to me. You'll notice that it's just one track because we chose mono, and if we chose stereo we'd get two tracks, but that's not much point having stereo for one single voice, so we'll stick with mono for now. And there's some things, so I'll just show you some of the extra things you can do while you're recording to make things easier for you. If you messed up a recording and think, oh, I don't want to keep that, you can just click the X button here and that will get rid of that whole track. And the next time you click record, it'll start a brand new track. So we're recording now, and we're recording a lot of things here. The other thing you can do, if you made a mistake, I'll start it again, you can just hit the undo button or Control Z, undo record, and it gets rid of the last thing that happened, which was creating a track and recording. And another thing which is very handy when you're recording, if you get tongue-tied or whatever, you need to stop. When you're recording something, just press the pause button up here, and that means that when you start again, you can press the pause button and it will continue on where you left off without any interruption. If you hit the stop button and record again, it would create a new track, which isn't a terribly good idea for voice. It's okay if you're overdubbing music. So when you're recording something, you just press the pause button. So that's created a new track, which we didn't really want, so I'll just undo that. And you'll notice it's only undid the last thing that happened. Now, what else can we do? We've gone pause. We can do all sorts of things with creating projects. Before we create projects, I'm going to just play with a few more buttons to show you some of the basics that we can do. And you need to look at certain things that I'm doing here. When you are recording, you notice that the waveform in this recording is quite low. So if I wanted to make that a bit higher, what would I do? I would increase the microphone level here, and that would bring the wave. Well, that now you can see that's too high. That's a good example to show you. If it goes past the 1, then it's going to distort. So we don't want to make it that high. So we'll bring it back down again to there. Start that again. Close that one off. So you can't close it while it's paused, which is a good thing. So you have to stop it and then close it. And you'll see now I've just brought it up a little bit, so the volume is much better. You'll see a single track mono is going into the dark red, which is good. Not too high though. And it should stay around the 0.5 mark. Music is a little bit different, but in voice, that's a good place to aim for. Okay, so we've looked at that, and we'll look at a couple of editing techniques. If you have a lot of empty space, so if I record something and I'm not quite ready, let's just have a look, and because you don't get a count in, so just say, for example, I've started my recording now, and I'm going to talk about that and this and the other, and now I've finished. So that's often what happens with a recording. You get a bit of blank space, silence at the beginning. That's very easy to get rid of. Just think that what would you do in Microsoft Word to get rid of things? You can delete, or one of the easy things is just hit the scissors button. So scissors is what? Cut. In Microsoft Word, it's cut, also in Audacity. So you cut that and it gets rid of it. And you can do the same with the end of the track, just cut that out. And now you've just got the actual sound that you want. There's other things you can do too. You can cut and paste. So if you wanted to move things around, which can be handy if you've got multiple songs you want to change the order, you can cut a piece out, move somewhere else in the song, and paste. Okay, so that's another handy thing. You can play around with these cut, paste, and copy buttons. If you want to copy something a few times, you can just, I think you've got to choose a place again. Just keep pasting that same thing that you copied as many times as you want to. Okay, so that's a good way to do it. Now to finish off this session, I'm going to give you a little challenge, and it's going to sound a bit funny. It sounds a bit like Yoda from Star Wars, and I'll show you what I mean. Record something like this. John, my name is. Okay, now you can obviously see that I said John. I left a little pause. My name is. So you can all see the words because they're little peaks. And when you play that back, you'll hear John. My name is. All right. Now, what first thing we can do? We'll just get rid of a bit of blank space. Remember the cut button, and then we'll get rid of or cut my name out, and we'll put it at the end and paste. Well, listen to that. See how that sounds? My name is John. There's a bit of a space between is and John. So what we can do, my name is, I don't know what that is there, just a bit of background noise maybe. Could have been my chickens. So we'll cut that out and we'll listen to that again. Don't forget to rewind every time. My name is John. Getting better. I don't know if I can get any better than that. I'll try one more little cut. So this is a bit of a challenge for you. Just see how close you can get to getting that sounding like you've just spoken. I don't think I can cut it any more than that. What I could have done, I should have done is zoomed in. And I've got more space so I can see that I'm cutting. See, that's the technique to do, zoom in and then cut. Rewind, play back. My name is John. Sounds like one of those recordings at the railway station. Okay, so that's your challenge. Go away and practice that. And next week we'll do some more complicated things. Thank you very much.